Folks, we stand 8 days away from the 2024 Copa America, which means it's the time for the final warm-up for both the United States and Brazil, both of them looking to make a run at the tournament. Just days away, just moments away, as they try to make a push for glory. Good evening, everyone. Mihir Sinhasan coming to you live from the house here in Phoenix, bringing you the game from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. Both teams looking to build on and change for the better in the case of the United States. A 5-1 loss to Colombia in Washington, D.C. on Saturday as they allowed 3 goals in the final 13 minutes. For Brazil on the other side, a 3-2 win in Texas against Mexico. A big stoppage time winner, too, from Endrick in the process. Only one time has the United States ever beaten Brazil. That was in the 1998 Gold Cup, a 1-0 victory that day. But right now, in 2024, let's take a look at your starting lineups. And we'll start off with the visitors for today, Brazil. Alisson once again in goal from Saturday. But other than that, Dorival Jr. making a change at every single field position from Saturday. In the back, Wendell, Lucas Beraldo, Marquinhos, and Danilo from left to right. Your midfield, João Gomes, Bruno Guimaraes, and Lucas Paquetá, all of which made substitute appearances. And in the front, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and Rafinha, the two Real Madrid players in Vinicius and Rodrigo, paired with the Barcelona guy in Rafinha. For the United States, only 2 changes for Greg Berhalter's side. That still has Matt Turner in goal, and still Anthony Robinson, Tim Ream, Chris Richards, and Joe Scally across the back. Yunus Musa will slide in for Johnny Cardoso. He'll be paired with Gio Reyna on his left and Weston McKennie on his right. Ricardo Pepi will be your number 9 today, wearing number 9 in that regards. Christian Pulisic, number 10, will be on his left, and number 21, Tim Weah, on his right. Fans starting to come to their feet here at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. Brazil will kick off. Vinicius Jr. in the center circle. Brazil in the yellow tops, blue shorts, white socks. The United States with the blue tops with a red bottom on the end of it, red shorts, red socks. Awaiting the referee's whistle. That's Said Martinez tonight. Brazil 12 days away from their first game in Copa America. The United States 11 days from their first game as they host the Copa America. Second time in 3 editions they do so. As we're underway from Orlando. Brazil moving from left to right. United States from right to left as a long ball is played forward, brought down by Anthony Robinson just before the edge of the box. The United States trying to build out of the back, goes towards Musa. He clips it over towards the right, looking towards Tim Weah. Weah playing the whole 90 minutes, the only forward to play a full 90 against Colombia on Saturday. Rolls back to the center circle. Lucas Beraldo will control it, slides it over towards Wendell. 30 seconds through here from Camping World Stadium. 0-0 between United States and Brazil. Slid over Rafinha, tracking back to get it. Still on the middle right side. Played back towards Alisson for his first touches of the day. An interesting change for Dorival Jr.'s side and Greg Berhalter. 2 guys that have been somewhat journeymans in their career. Dorival Jr. brought on very early on. Very big journeyman in terms of his Brazil caliber. It's especially when it comes to being a player. So he had 17 stints in his career, and even while coaching, back when he started in 2022. Vinicius can't keep it in on the far touchline. Tim Ream tracked back, double team, gets it off towards Reyna, leaves it off the turn towards Weah. He plays it forward towards Reyna, dashing down the right, but too far. Beraldo plays it back towards goal. Inside the 18, Alisson controls it. Still leaves it off. Gives his options, leaves it towards Beraldo again. Out for the near touchline for Wendell. Slid back, played back. Schemy as you like for Brazil's. United States shows a light pressure. Danilo playing it forward. Now another slide forward down the right. Going towards Rafinha. Robinson bodies him off. Quick clear away by Matt Turner. Looping towards the midfield mark on the left side for the United States. Before tracking towards the back line for Ream. Robinson around his defender. Now leaves it off towards Ream again. Both teams going with a 4-3-3 today, as they did last Saturday. United States in Group C, Brazil in Group D. A chance for both of them to possibly face each other in the Copa America come the knockout rounds. Won't see it in the group stage. Marquinhos, Lucas Beraldo, leaves it off. Into the center circle, played back from Guimaraes towards Marquinhos, the PSG man. He's played against some of these teams in Champions League for many instances, and he's got some experience down the way. Going forward now, picked off by Robinson. Musa try to get it forward off of Paquetá, throwing United States. On the edge of their own defensive third, leaves it for Pulisic. Played back with Robinson. Ream leaves it off towards Turner. Turner gives it right back towards Ream on his back foot. A little pressure shown by Vinicius in the process. Clipped over by Ream, over towards Joe Scally on the right. Scally will have to play a big role for Greg Berhalter in this Copa America, trying to fill the shoes of Serginho Dest in the process. Musa dispossessed as he entered into the attacking half. Gets it back from a cross, or rather a pass from Pepe. Out in space now. A chance moving, It was Musa tracking it down. Weah, out towards Reina again, on the right side, going end line, clips it forward, still bouncing around. McKennie will track it outside of the box. Possession stays with the United States. 25 out, a shot taken off the crossbar. United States saying it went in. Said Martinez not having any chance with it. 5th minute of play, Yunus Musa with an absolute rocket. But nonetheless, it's US 0, Brazil 0. It looked like it took a touch off of Alisson after rattling the crossbar. The Liverpool goalkeeper diving to his left in an effort to save it. It wouldn't have mattered had it been fully on target. And the Brazilians dodging a bullet early. They were the ones laying on the pressure against Mexico in the first frames on Saturday. A goal by Andres Pereira in the 5th minute. Then Gabriel Martinelli made it 2-0 in the 54th. Mexico came storming back in the last 20 minutes, tied it up in stoppage time before Endrick, the 17-year-old phenom, made it 3-2 in favor of the Brazilians. Musa, middle of the pitch, plays it over towards McKennie, entering towards the timeline, leaves it off towards Robinson, down towards Pulisic, cutting inside, Pulisic around 25 out, he takes a chance, and Alisson catches it in stride. 2 chances from distance from the United States. For the most part, no goals, but Alisson called in action early, just a minute after Musa's shot from the middle right part of the pitch. Brazil trying to establish some sort of possession early in this one. Already 48% to the United States, 52% to Brazil. You can point at the facts all you want. Brazil, the last time they played the Copa America here, did not go too well. Exited in the group stage without Neymar at the time. Neymar opting to play for the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio before he ended up just deciding to vibe forward. Nonetheless, here comes Brazil. Martinelli going in the area. Nonetheless, given off towards Rodrigo. A chance! And saved by Turner. So just after Alisson makes his first save of the day, Matt Turner answers right back. A good build-up, too, with Lucas Paquetá. So many different players. It was Rodrigo, I believe, who took that shot. Robinson played back towards Ream. Pressure from Vinicius. Listed as the left winger, but has decided to opt for a more central role as a striker going right now. 7th minute of play, US 0, Brazil 0. Both teams trying to make the most of their opportunities so far and get an early option down the way. Played forward, Pepe flicks it back. Rustling forward, left back by Wendell. Wendell plays it back towards Alisson in the box. Pressure there by Weah, and he just decides to leave it off. Throw in for the United States on the far touchline. Just sloppy play so far by Brazil. United States showing the pressure. Technically speaking, they are the home team, but the crowd is about 50-50 so far. Red, white, and blue against the yellow and green. Pip forward, past Musa, rolls towards Ream in the attacking half. Behind the timeline towards Chris Richards. Scally trying to get past his defender on the right-hand side, picked up by Reyna. Flicked around, cleared out, throw in towards Brazil on the far touchline, just a few yards behind the halfway point and into the attacking half. To the back line we go again, towards Marquinhos. Played again towards the options. Danilo, right at the touchline, near touchline, you could say. Gives it right back. 10th minute, still 0-0 between United States and Brazil's. No early fireworks compared to what we saw in both games on Saturday. The United States trailing 2-0 at half. Nifty footwork by Paquetá. He goes down in the process. Free kick given. And now Danilo trying to stick up for his teammate. He's wearing the captain's armband today. Christian Pulisic doing the same thing. They don't shove off that much, but a little tussle, you could say. Verbal tussle, if you will. Pulisic with the foul on Rafinha, that was. And now Said Martinez talks to him, just to tell him to right now. Just a warning for Captain America. A lot of these guys know each other pretty well from the way they play each other, especially in Europe. A lot of them playing in La Liga, some of them in Italy. A lot of different options. Played in down the right. Paquetá leaves it off towards Rafinha. Rafinha left-footed cross, headed away by Ream, trying to aim it towards the 18. Danilo passed over towards Vinicius. Giving off again. Left off towards the left. Nifty work. Going up against Scally. Cross lifted right towards Turner in the heart of his 6. Some nifty work. And again, Vinicius Jr. going with the braids in the back today. You got the black ones and some white as well. Matt Turner in the all-black jersey kit. Long sleeve black top, black shorts, black socks. Off the turn is Pepe in the center circle. Out towards Weah on the right. Jogging as players coming towards the box. Weah cutting in towards the middle. Tries a chance and it goes right towards Alisson. Another 25-yard shot from the United States. Not troubling the Liverpool goalkeeper right now. Still 0-0 from Camping World Stadium. 12th minute of play. Play has still worked well for both sides. Contact has been made. At the very least, the United States has made some shots, but at the same time, none of them have been inside the box. So expected goals does not look that good. Some of them also don't look too nice as well. Brazil this year, 4 victories in 9 games in all competitions in 2024. Got a few friendlies this year. A win against England 1-0 at Wembley Stadium, followed by a 3-3 draw against Spain at Santiago Bernabeu. That too was an exciting one, people trying to hype up the Yamal-Endrick rivalry. Endrick probably trying to go over towards Real Madrid in the future. Out towards João Gomez, Vinicius was trying to get the ball, and a swooping Weah able to pick it off, hurling back in defense. Ball pipped forward, looking towards Pepe. It settles towards the far side, taken by Beraldo in his defensive third. Middle of the pitch now, into the center circle. Paquetá plays it back with Beraldo. 13th minute, both teams getting a crack on goal, but right now, looking more in favor of the United States. Beraldo again has space, lifts it forward towards the right side for Rafinha, saves with the ball past Robinson, flicks it up towards the middle, volleys it over towards Vinicius on the left side, going up against Scally. Vinicius inside the 18, cutting inside, edge of it, deflected out, might have decided to take a shot in the process, but nonetheless it rolls over towards Turner. Here's a look at Greg Berhalter on the bench, giving some introductions. Technically speaking, this being his second stint with the United States men's national team. Was brought in 2019, trying to invigorate the squad after failing to make the World Cup just a year before, as we see Gio Reyna fouled in the middle of the pitch. Still trying to go in the defensive half, and with that we got our first yellow card of the day. Going towards João Gomes, your culprit. The Brazilians going all around our referee for today is Reyna back towards Gomes, clipped from his calf in that way. Brazil getting a little frustrated here. No goal to show for it, only one shot. A scoreless tussle right now between the United States and Brazil. Stars and stripes against the green and yellow. First yellow card of the day for either side as João Gomes lands in the book and Dorival Jr. looks on. Turner leaves it off towards Weston McKennie, who slid into the right center back role. Played with Ream. Back to Turner inside his own 18. Leaving it complimentary right now, the United States. Continue their defensive play right now for both sides. So much to prove for in this side. So much, as Greg Berhalter described it, a wake-up call as it's won back by Vinicius. Edge of the 18, takes a shot! And it's saved by Turner. Sumter to his right. And they won't pay the price for the turnover there. As I was saying, though, the United States offered a wake-up call on Saturday. That's how Greg Berhalter termed it. A 5-1 drubbing against Colombia. Again, this is the same team, Colombia, in that regards, that beat the United States 2-0 in the Copa America opener in 2016, the last time the United States hosted that very tournament. A 2-0 loss in that regards, followed by a 4-0 win against Costa Rica in Chicago, before beating Paraguay, I believe, 1-0. Off of Wendell's head towards Weah, before Beraldo puts a stop to it abruptly. Towards Wendell again, on the left wing. Played forward towards Vinicius, past Scally. What a nifty move. It's like the Real Madrid days. Going down the left, into the 18, into the clear, saved by Turner. The Real Madrid hero denied again by the Arsenal man, former Arsenal man in that regards. Vinicius wins it back, Scally picks it off. United States trying to remain their best in their defensive third. Robinson controls it for now, and pace quieted for a while. Ream back to Turner, looking up pitch, dancing past Vinicius, lifted over, headed away, given back towards Rafinha, ball played through in towards Vinicius. It's in! Left by Vinicius, given to Rodrigo, left-footed finish. 18th minute of play. Calm, cool, and collected. Brazil up 1-0 against the United States. And another sloppy turnover by the United States. Just picked off an area. Rafinha, by the way, with a good pass. His diagonals from the left boot have been working well today, and it showed there. Chris Richards leaving Rodrigo out in open space. From Barca a Madrid. Two guys that hate each other in terms of club sports, doing pretty well for country right now. 17th minute deadlock broken at Camping World Stadium. You figure that the chance was coming for Brazil after a little mishaps from the United States defense. Been able to string some passes together, but at times have also struggled in that same category. And Rodrigo with a smile on his face after that one. Definitely likes the goal, definitely likes the chance. His 6th all-time for his country. 23rd cap as well, so he's got both of LeBron James's numbers, 23 and 6 when it comes to his career overall. Back with Turner in the 18. The U.S. once again facing a deficit against a South American opponent. Musa trying to split a double team, gets drawn down, earns a free kick. Back with Musa again. On the edge of the center circle, slid over towards McKennie near side, and over towards Robinson on the left touchline. Robinson pipped forward, looking towards Pepe. That's headed away by Beraldo. Given back towards Weah. Weah, edge of the 18, punched away. Alisson again comes up big. Pepe settles on the right wing. Gives it off towards Scally. Scally has to be careful for the running Vinicius behind him. Tracks back towards McKennie, slid over towards Ream, passed over towards Musa in the center circle, out towards Robinson again on the left. McKennie, drawing a circle, going forward. Careens it over towards the right for Scally. Looks up pitch. Scally crosses it into the middle, too high for Pulisic, dealt by Danilo. Further headed on. Here comes Rodrigo again. Rodrigo down the left. Trying to batter in some space past McKennie. Here comes Vinicius, 25 away. Left it out all alone towards Rafinha. Rafinha, edge of the 18. Rafinha! Just shoots it wide. He played with Lionel Messi with FC Barcelona. Tried to put a Messi-esque strike towards the back corner with his left foot. Did not end up happening. But my goodness, in a blink of an eye, Brazil has taken possession, they've taken the score, they've taken momentum. 21st minute of play, still Brazil 1-0. Excuse me. Matt Turner calls his folks off. 21st minute of play. The United States once again facing a deficit in their second and final warm-up match before the Copa America. Mihir Sinhasan here with you. Glad that you could tune in on this Wednesday evening or afternoon if you're on the West Coast like I am. Camping World Stadium, not a happy camping type place if you're in the United States. No happy campers there if you're wearing the red, white, and blue. As Tim Ream takes it past the timeline, gives it off towards his fellow teammates, goes back towards the Fulham man, and out towards Yunus Musa. Musa making some moves since the World Cup. Was with Valencia for a while, gets inked to go to AC Milan. Now he gets to play with the United States captain Christian Pulisic, who has the ball right now. Dispossessed by Rafinha. The Americans want a foul, they're not going to get it. Middle right part of the pitch, lifted forward, a run for Rodrigo, he's around Turner, it's a 1-on-4, Rodrigo, left wing, tries to get around the netminder, and Turner gives his arms, gives his legs, and denies the Real Madrid man his second goal of the day. But again, a beautiful ball, that's been the biggest problem for the United States is they've been playing too spaced out on defense, and if you afford some of these guys the space, Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., Rafinha, even the guys off the bench too, it's crazy the type of depth that the Brazilians have on their squad. In-swinger coming in from the far touchline, headed away by the United States. Out towards the left again, it's Rafinha, dancing around, Pulisic giving him somewhat of a shade. Played towards the back line again. Bruno Guimaraes resets, lifts it up, nobody home as Turner catches it in his box. Left off again, cut around by Reyna, slid over towards McKennie, United States, prompting a counterattack. Pulisic with a little bit of miscommunication, found towards Robinson, back to Pulisic, towards the middle of the pitch, 35 out. Reyna bobbles it over, back with the captain, guy on his back, he's still careening into the 18, he's tripped from behind, and it's going to be a free kick for the United States. Pulisic was meandering around the box line, a possible penalty kick. Said Martinez pointing to the spot where he was fouled. It's going to be, I'd say, about 12 inches away from the 18. But what a run by Pulisic. Started off in the middle left part of the pitch, moved over to the middle right, goes dead center inside the semicircle. And maybe there's a chance, as we take a look at the replay, João Gomez, the one committing the foul, already with the yellow card today. And I think that's what the Brazilians are arguing about, is whether or not he would be booked for that. No yellow card yet from the referee, as João Gomez gives his mea culpa to Pulisic. Pulisic stands over the ball right now. 25th minute of play. The United States down 1-0 to Brazil. A few other Americans there as the Brazilians continue to set up their wall here at the All-State Continental Clásico. A almost sold-out crowd. I'd say about 55,000 plus on tap for this game. Gio Reyna and Christian Pulisic over the ball, around 19 yards out from Alisson Becker in goal. Trying to man his wall. Looks like there'll be 5 with, it seems like Rodrigo will be on the ground. A couple of other players loosely connected to it. The United States will set up their wall in front of Brazil, roughly 2 yards ahead. Also 5 players. Whistle blows. It's Pulisic! Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Captain America strikes again! He goes around the wall, slides it into the lower left corner. A right foot menace. And the Americans have equalized. 1-1 in the 26th minute here at Camping World. So Brazil was trying to beg that there was no penalty. Said Martinez says, hey, you're right. And Alisson was expecting that ball to go towards his left side, Pulisic's right. Pulisic says, you guessed wrong. Almost a wide open shot, as Pulisic was probably going to get that look either way in the run of play, but either way, game on from Orlando. One of the entertainment capitals of the United States, one of the entertainment capitals of the world, putting on a show in these first 27 minutes. Christian Pulisic netting his 29th for the Stars and Stripes. Back with Marquinhos in Brazil. Slid for Danilo. Towards Vinicius again. He and Rodrigo have been going with a fluid tandem. Sometimes Vinicius goes towards the left, sometimes it's Rodrigo. Similar to how they play at times with Real Madrid. Very consistent in that way. Dorival Jr. allows them to do the same. Already speaking to João Gomez with a yellow card and a key foul that gave up the Pulisic free kick. Other than that, pretty good so far. No bookings, save for Gomez. Brazil now on the edge of the attacking third. Trying to get something going. Give and go towards Rafinha, too far. Out on the near end line for a U.S. goal kick. So far right now, passes going in favor of Brazil, 146 to 122. Accurate passes also going in favor of the visitors. The United States with more accurate long balls, currently with 8, with a 44% in general. Turner still setting up his goal kick. Two Brazilians on the edge of his 18. He boots it high into the United States attacking half. Batted around. Rodrigo called for the handball, trying to grab the ball. No pun intended, grab the ball with his feet, but grab the ball with the part that he's not supposed to grab in the game of soccer. Pun intended around here. Always gotta love the puns. Gotta love the puns. Here's Ream. Left off towards Richards. Richards, head up, plays it back towards Ream. Middle left part of the pitch, Ream. Dawdles it up, slides it over towards Robinson. His head's picked up. He plays it forward towards McKennie down the left wing. Meandering towards the corner. McKennie slides it over. Loses possession again. Almost picked up by Reyna, who was crashing into the 18. It's off of Weah. Weah gives it off towards Pepe. He goes towards the right end line. His cross knocked away by the Brazilians. My goodness. Wendell trying to get out of the 18. Does get out. Goes down. Free kick for Brazil. And the Brazilians very close to making it a 2-1 lead to the United States. Giving it right back to Ricardo Pepi. Just decided not to take a shot there, which I thought was interesting. Either way, 30th minute, a tie game from Orlando. Brazil has seen this place once before at the 1996 Summer Olympics. So here comes the United States. Gio Reyna down the middle. He goes down. No foul called. Back through the middle left part of the pitch. Rodrigo in the center circle gives it off to Paquetá. Paquetá around the area. Numbers rolling back for the United States. Brazil decides to set up their line. Rodrigo, tap back, tapped right, tapped further right. Here's Danilo. Danilo towards Paquetá again. Pressure coming in at times for the United States as it's picked up by McKennie, given right back towards Brazil. It's Danilo giving off towards Rodrigo. Rodrigo turning on the burners, going up pitch. Danilo pipped out, edge of the 18, near side edge for Guimarães. Guimarães left off, back over towards the right. Here's Rafinha. Rafinha slid over. Back in towards the edge of the attacking third. Paquetá. Vinicius. Paquetá. Rodrigo with a chance. He was calling for it. It was picked off by Musa. And now he'll get to it as the United States failed to get a counterattack going. Now the chance again on the left wing. Dashing run by Vinicius, and in the process plays it off Scally. Corner kick for Brazil. Dorival Jr. looking on. A Brazil side that only has a negative record against few folks as Vinicius crosses it in. Short corner played in the process from the far side flag. Given right back to the United States. Rolled over from Turner towards Robinson. He dashes up past the timeline, getting into towards the attacking third. He's going himself. He's got past Danilo, traveling down. Marquinhos, or rather Guimarães, had to make a touch for it, and in the process gives it right back to Brazil in favor of a goal kick. All of a sudden, the U.S. playing much more open, much more surprised, much more possessed in general. My apologies for not updating the score. So Brazil scored first in the 17th minute, courtesy of Rodrigo. Christian Pulisic gave it right back roughly about 10 minutes later. A free kick from 19 yards out, but it does the trick overall. My apologies for not updating that, I should say. But nonetheless, a 1-1 result right now as both teams head towards the benches for a hydration break down the way. So Greg Berhalter talking it over with some of his squad members. Tyler Adams talking with Ricardo Pepi. Adams has been in and out of the injury cycle for a while. Did start at times in 2022 during the World Cup, wearing the captain's armband at times. Fans and players getting their water. I'll get my water in too. So clock continues to run here at Camping World Stadium, and rightfully so because it is Orlando, it is June, it is hot, and not just in Orlando but across the country. Both teams will get their results in, get some hydration as well. 81 degrees right now in Orlando, a 7/10 inch of rainfall in the last 24 hours. It feels like it's 88 degrees, humidity as always in Florida, pretty high, 82% overall. I don't know how you compare that to Phoenix, Arizona, currently 109 degrees here where I'm calling this game. United States and Brazil, the final warm-up for both sides before the Copa America, which will start off on June 20th when Argentina, the reigning 2022 World Cup champions, take on Canada. U.S. will start off their campaign on the 23rd against Bolivia. Brazil will start theirs off a day later on the 24th against Costa Rica. We're back to play with Alisson in his own 18. Still in the area, left off with Marquinhos and now with Danilo. Paquetá leaves it off, and now Brazil back to work. Left off towards Rafinha. Robinson trying to poke his left peg in there. No go right now. Rafinha now in the center circle. Leaves it off towards Gomez. And out for a chance now with Rodrigo. Rodrigo meandering around. Gives it off towards Rafinha. Rafinha skies this well into the seats. Probably went about 5 to 10 rows deep. Had a good chance just shortly after Rodrigo's opening goal and hasn't looked that well. As we see the fan who caught it. Good souvenir if you want to take it home and if the security team will allow you to do so. Goal kick for Turner. Boots it right down the middle, looking towards Pepe. He flicks it up towards Pulisic. Bounced up, still high in the air. McKennie can't bring it down. Cleared away by Danilo. Back with Robinson near touchline. Pulisic, legs taken out from behind him. Free kick towards the United States. 35 minutes through, still 1-1 between the United States and Brazil. Danilo called for the foul in the process. Both teams looking to start off the Copa America trend a little bit of a high note, and I think even for the United States, just try to get something in general that you can take from now going into your chances with the World Cup and other things going down. Of course, that's the biggest thing to talk about in the Greg Berhalter days. Weah plays it off towards Reyna, middle right part of the pitch, pips it up from 35 out towards Pulisic on the left wing. On Danilo, Pulisic double-teamed, left-footed cross towards the back post, nobody there. Musa can't collect, throw in Brazil, deep in their own defensive third, far side. Throw in now. Wendell drops it down by Gomez, back towards Alisson. Pressure rolling by Pulisic, sticking a leg out, but couldn't direct it towards a goal that was just a few yards away from him. Pressure continues to be a key pros for Greg Berhalter's side today. Danilo towards Paquetá. Now left off with Guimarães. Guimarães slides it, picked off by Scally from the right wing. Scally decides to take it himself, rolling down the middle right part of the pitch. Still going. He'll leave it off towards Weah. Weah, far touchline. Gives it right back towards Scally. Edge of the 18, far side, picked away. Rebound crossed by Weah, cleared away by Beraldo. Skied all the way out for a United States throw-in in the midfield. And all of a sudden you can tell that things are going in favor of the United States. Joe Scally and crew trying to make the most of their options. And this is the biggest thing for Greg Berhalter's side that has struggled at times against Europe, against South America, as Weah and Pepe, either way, the ball was juggling between them. Does not matter. Free kick given towards Brazil. Rodrigo, the one to go down in the process. Chested off of him. Might have gotten away with a handball in the process. Nonetheless, Weah, the one called for just the kick that was aiming towards Rodrigo's legs. In the Brazil back line now. Middle left part of the pitch for Beraldo. Into the center circle for Guimarães. Rolling towards his right. Taps it out towards Danilo. Danilo calling upon Paquetá. Back towards Guimarães. Can't play it towards Rodrigo. That's cleared away. Only as far as Wendell. Wendell sets up for another attack. Out towards Vinicius, far left. And out towards Rodrigo. Rodrigo from distance skies it out. Well wide right of goal. Another audacious attempt from about 30 out for the Brazilians. No sweat for Matt Turner in goal for the United States. Matt Turner, according to the ESPN crew, again, I spoke about it earlier with the Colombia loss being a wake-up call for the United States. Matt Turner, one of the easiest ones to point the finger at, a 3 out of 10, a few turnovers overall, and that was even the case on the first goal today versus Brazil. Trying to just play it out of the back on a goal kick. Defense exploited. Space was open, and Rodrigo made the most of it. I mean, he scored a lot of goals like that. Poacher's finish, if you will. Bodies flying in the midfield. Free kick given to Brazil. Paquetá draws the first contact and foul. Chris Richards called for it. 36th minute of play. It's hard to tell on my screen. Let me zoom in. Sorry, 40th minute of play. Still 1-1 between the United States and Brazil. Danilo? Left off towards Paquetá. In his attacking half, just beyond the center circle. Brazil trying to set up an attack. They've been relatively quiet on that front over the past 10-15 minutes or so, save for some audacious shots that went more into the fans, and the fans had to be ready for it more than Matt Turner. Yunus Musa wins it back for the United States. Scally tried to play it up, deflected off of, I believe that was Paquetá, throw-in for the U.S. A good atmosphere for Copa America. Gives the United States and Brazil an idea of what they'll be playing at. Most of the venues will be what is considered NFL football stadiums, or football stadiums in the case of Camping World. They have hosted some NFL events before, such as the Pro Bowl over the past few years or so. They have never hosted an NFL team. A rich soccer history, though, in hosting many events, including the 1994 World Cup, and of course the Olympics, as I touched upon earlier. 2016 Copa America as well, 3 games in that category. This one lifted forward by Brazil, deflected out by the States, throw in towards the visitors. 41st minute of play, still 1-1 between the two sides. The United States lost 5-1 to Colombia on Saturday. Brazil won 3-2 to Mexico at Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. I never thought the 12th man could play that much of an effort in soccer, let alone they probably know what soccer is, but credit to them. Long ball headed away by Robinson. McKennie brings it down, left it out towards Pulisic, ran out of space, ran out of the ball, throw in towards Brazil, right at midfield. And Pulisic is trying to argue that he was 1, pushed, and 2, he might have not gotten last contact. Said Martinez will not agree with either. Vinicius pips it up, brought down, trying to bring it off the turn, and Turner comes scrambling out of his line to collect that right inside of his 18. And now he tells the guys, calm, just be calm. Both teams trying to get a good result. Again, Brazil, both of them actually in that regards, listed in Pot A, which is deemed for both host, as is the case with the United States, and for the best teams in the tournament, as they were in that pot with Mexico and Argentina. So the top 2 teams in CONMEBOL, top 2 teams in CONCACAF, netting in that area. It's Reina, right part of the pitch, towards the attacking third. Musa, just a few yards away of the 18, dancing around, leaves it off towards the middle. Here's Robinson on the right side. Pulisic again, dancing around on Rafinha, leaves it off towards Ream as the back line will try to reset. Reina, pipped out towards Pulisic, a header on target, and Alisson will make the leaning catch. 4 corners, 5 fouls, 1 goal apiece for each side. Free kick, actually I should say 4 free kicks for either side. 2 corners for Brazil, none for the United States. 43 minutes through. Lifted forward, fresh off the restart. Guimarães playing through towards Vinicius, dashing right end. Couldn't cross it in, ran out of space, and he's trying to argue Chris Richards took the last touch. Not going to get that touch, not going to get that call in that regards. Goal kick, 44th. And Christian Pulisic is down. Trying to work on his lower left ankle. Able to get up. He'll knock it off. He'll able to hobble. Staying on the pitch right now. Little talk with Danilo as well. Got to stand up. Captain a captain. Pulisic went 45 minutes on Saturday before being pulled for Haji Wright, who ended up, I believe, no, sorry. Haji did not have the assist. Balogun had the assist, and it was Weah who had the goal on Saturday, which didn't really help the United States' chances much. Made it 2-1 before the outburst happened defensively. Colombia scoring 3 goals in the final 13 minutes. And of course the CEO, Matt Turner, gets most of the blame, and then the head coach, Greg Berhalter, from the touchlines. Plays restarted. Back again with Gomez. Rolled around with Wendell. Wendell on the left side. Played over with Guimarães. Guimarães spikes it over towards Danilo, right wing. Guimarães again trying to play through. Miscommunication between him and Paquetá as Turner sees us out near end line for a goal kick. Ball played through. Other than the Rodrigo goal in the 17th minute, haven't seen much of that in a while from Brazil. Guimarães had tried to do that with Paquetá. Again, 2 guys, and kind of how the midfield of Brazil is set up in the first place. A lot of guys that are star players for a lot of middle table teams in the Premier League. 45 minutes through here from Camping World Stadium. 1-1 between the U.S. and Brazil. 3 minutes of stoppage time coming up before both teams head to the dressing room and probably get some water. Did have a hydration break about 15 minutes ago. Probably accounted for the 3 minutes of stoppage time, and also 2 goals in the process, a couple free kicks as well. Rodrigo with the opener in the 17th minute. Christian Pulisic responds 10 minutes later with a goal that was technically a free kick. You can call it a free kick, 19 yards out. So it had to be clinical, no over-the-wall type stuff, just absolutely picking apart a defense. That's what Christian Pulisic did there. Rafinha plays it back towards Marquinhos on the right wing. Into the center now for Guimarães. Guimarães taps it over towards Vinicius. Overlaps coming both sides. Vinicius keeps it to himself before Guimarães gets back in on the action. Rodrigo again, up against Scally. Tight, compressed defense so far by the United States. Beraldo? Left off again. Given towards Vinicius. Left off into some space. Still looking for some options. Plays it off towards Rodrigo and Wendell in that regards. Here's Guimarães. Guimarães in some space. Off the turn, played back. Marquinhos to Rafinha. Rafinha down the right wing. Cutting inside. Rafinha left-footed cross. And it was Paquetá trying to get a header on it. Leaning towards his right. Could not get contact as it skips past for another Matt Turner goal kick. This time Turner taking it from the far side, contrary to what we've seen earlier in this game. Trying to go quick here. Turner with black top, black short, black socks, white lettering, and then you got the rainbow numbering for Pride Month, as the United States always does. Turner again, belting this towards the right wing, over Weah. Pepe giving chase. Pepe, I should say, giving chase. Pepe is a striker on the Brazil bench, listed in the 27 for Dorival Jr. has one cap from Porto, I believe. About 20 seconds before the halftime whistle, ball lifted forward, looking over towards Vinicius. Scally will take control of it in the 18, whisked out towards the right, skied up, down the lane, into the crowd. Throw in for Brazil, and with that, the first half comes to an end. From Camping World Stadium, the United States and Brazil knotted up at 1 apiece, and it's the European masterminds showing out in the first 45. Rodrigo with the opener in the 17th, right in the open play, in the clear in that regards, before Christian Pulisic, a free kick from about 19 yards out, dispatches Alisson and his defense to make it 1-1. Both teams looking for a win before Copa America play starts off in 11 days for the United States, 12 days for Brazil. I'll take a quick break, and I'll be back for more right after this for the halftime show, where I break down the numbers and give you a little piece on what to expect in the coming weeks. Stay tuned, folks. Halftime from Camping World Stadium, where the United States and Brazil are knotted up at 1 apiece here in the final warm-up for both teams before the 2024 Copa America. Mihir Sinhasan back with you. Glad that you could tune in on this Wednesday evening, going into the night after pretty interesting day overall. Pretty interesting week overall, especially for these two sides trying to make a final push. United States ranked 11th in FIFA, Brazil in 5th overall. Both of them having a little bit of tough times over the weekend. Colombia beating the United States 5-1, and Mexico giving Brazil a run for their money, currently 2-2 for some time before Endrick got the winner in the 6th minute of stoppage time. Let's take a look at the stats right now. Possession 61% in favor of Brazil. Shots also going in their way with 8, but the United States with more on target, winning that battle 5-4. 2 big chances from Brazil, 1 big chance missed in the process as well. Accurate passes going 90% in favor of the Brazilians. In terms of some other stats, passes working pretty well, 299 to 184, as Dorival Jr. side trying to give off a more existential, a little bit more dominant type of performance